Neil, in the press release, you say it's bigger than Rio for this Great Britain team. Why is that?
I think it's the London 2017, kind of home World Championships, World Para Athletic Championships, and so on that way. You can't really get bigger than that. I think this whole thing of it being in London immediately after the Olympics and Paralympics, something that people have been kind of looking forward to over a couple of years at least. And then on the back of the Muir Anniversary Games and the buzz that comes from that and the really positive feel that athletes have about the stadium, how fast the track is, how fast the runways are and so on, put all that together, and that's why it feels almost bigger. Yeah, I think Greg. We often use the phrase, and I think Greg quite likes it as well. Greg's Greg. He's pretty unusual. He certainly bucks the trend. He's proven historically, on a number of occasions, that he's able to come and perform at his absolute best off sometimes unusual presentation because of other things out of his control, sometimes because of injuries and so on that way. He's doing everything that he possibly can to get himself in shape. He's really enthusiastic about it. We're doing everything that we can to support him. So on that basis, because of his proven ability to perform whatever happens, we'll support him all the way through. And the long jump, there's a few guys jumping far at the moment, but it does still look as though, somewhere in the region of 8:30, 8:35, whatever it is still going to be a medal, and there's absolutely no reason why Greg can't jump that far and or further as long as he's, kind of reasonably healthy.
And Adam Gemili has been selected in the relay group, but not in the individual. What was behind that decision, and how difficult was that decision?
It was undoubtedly the toughest decision of the that the selection group had to come to. I think going into the season, going into the selection, we knew that the men's 200 meters was going to be one of the events where it was the highest quality and the greatest strength in depth. In that circumstances, you have to make calls. There aren't unlimited number of places, and we had to focus on trials, positions, and recent performances. And of course, you always try to project into the future, but that gets very, very difficult. So on that basis, Zarnel was chosen in the third spot, and Adam is an incredibly important, valuable member of the relay squad. We obviously know about the relay teams and their potential to win medals, but if you just look at endurance, even if you stayed in endurance, Laura Muir, who is there again, we shouldn't hang medals around any athlete's neck, but she's going to be competitive for medals in tough events and two events, 15 and 5. If you looked at the men's 1500 meters, we've got 3 guys there who are quick, who are tough, who are well prepared. They definitely can make finals, and as we all know and say, once you make a final, that anything can happen. So I think that there are lots of people, look at Andy Pozzi, look at how close he is to medal-winning performances. Look at, the circumstances where he's finishing first, second, third in just about every event that he runs, and that's against the best in the world. So, we're really optimistic that there are people to step into the shoes, and certainly Mo's not finished yet. We're expecting him to perform this year.
And you mentioned hanging medals around people's necks. They will be hanging them around Mo Farah's neck. Do you expect how do you expect him to cope with that, and how extraordinary would it be if he did a double again?
Yeah, I think it's his expectation. You don't do what he's done, and you don't work in the way that he does and bust his guts all day every day to think of coming second. Mo Farah wants to go out on a high. He expects to win. Everything about his preparation suggests that that's the case. So it's all guns blazing and kind of all positive thoughts moving forward.